name is Ben Ellis. I serve as the chair of the Keep Winter Park Beautiful Sustainability Board, as well as on the Orange Avenue Overlay Steering Committee. Day to day, I'm a civil engineer and enjoy being part of mixed-use, redevelopment, streetscape projects. My favorite mixed-use building in Winter Park is the Plastic Museum. It plays really well into the Winter Park arts and culture theme. It has significant personal value. It's where my wife and I got married. But just seeing it transition over the years from just an individual single-family home to a museum and art studio, and even offices above it that I think nobody realizes is there. It's got a whole bunch of different uses. It's flexible space, and it's been there for a while. And I just love how that all works together and really adds a value to the community.
My name is Jill Hamilton-Buss, and I serve on the Transportation Advisory Board and the Orange Avenue Overlay Steering Committee, and I'm a licensed mental health counselor here in Winter Park. My favorite mixed-use project here in Winter Park is Hannibal Square. We walk and bike a lot, and I love to sit outside for meals, and Dexter's is a fun place to sit outside, so is Armando's, and it's just small and walkable, and it just feels cozy and contained. The scale, it's very small and just feels very comfortable somehow. I used to lead walking groups, and we would meet at the community center, and so I know how very walkable it is, and there's lots of trees and lots of shade, and the park there is really nice. And it's just, the scale of it is very neighborhood, and it feels very friendly, and we got to know lots of the neighbors just walking and biking around the area.
My name is Chuck Bell. I am a board member on the Planning and Zoning Board for the City of Winter Park, and I'm a planner and landscape architect. My favorite mixed-use building in Winter Park, a little hidden hideaway called Hidden Garden Shops and Restaurants. It's an area that I've been familiar with probably for over 35 years. Seen many different vendors come and go within that area, but it's an enclave that's really a kind of a hidden passageway, if you will, off Park Avenue. It features shops and restaurants. It's a very eclectic mix. You get a sense of adventure, you get a sense of wanting to go back and look, and it's got a very European scale to it. And it's just a different kind of enclave of shops and scale, and different experience than the rest of Park Avenue in a lot of ways.
My name is Bill Siegel. I serve on the Economic Development Advisory Board, the Orange Avenue Overlay Steering Committee. I think my favorite one, for a number of reasons, is the one that houses Panera at the north end of Park Avenue. There was a hue and cry about it when it was built. The color wasn't right, it was too big, and now the paint is just aged. The landscaping has grown up. It's like it's always been there, and it fits right in. Some great businesses, gives us a parking garage, there's offices upstairs. It really works. It's an example of people being resistant to change, and the project turned out wonderfully.
My favorite mixed-use area in Winter Park is the Winter Park Farmers Market. My name is Lambrini Macheski, and I sit on the CRA Advisory Board and the Orange Avenue Overlay Steering Committee. I'm one of the owners of Cocina 214, which is a local restaurant here in Winter Park. I'm also a mom, and a wife, and a friend, so I guess I have a lot of jobs. The Farmers Market, obviously, because it has different events. And the Winter Park History Museum. A lot of people don't know that it's nestled right there, and you can step back into history. So I think it's a great place where community comes together and families come together, and it's so much a part of who we are.
My favorite mixed-use project in the city of Winter Park is Park Avenue. It is such a great mix of retail, of great restaurants, of residential buildings that are on the street and just adjacent to the street, and it is a great place to go spend the day. It makes me feel like I'm a part of a great community. The park is right there, and as well as going to some great restaurants and doing some shopping and spending some time in the area and going to a friend's house and having a drink before we go to dinner. I love to go over to the park.
My name is Sheila DeCiccio, and I'm currently serving on the Economic Development Advisory Board and the Orange Avenue Overlay Steering Committee. I'm an attorney and I have practiced for 37 years in Central Florida. To me, Park Avenue is really the heart and soul of Winter Park. It's what brings people to Winter Park. It makes you want to live here, it makes you want to stay, it makes you want to come back. When I first came to Central Florida 37 years ago, I loved the quaintness, the character, the charm, brick streets, little shops, people sitting out on balconies above drinking coffees because people also lived upstairs. You had offices, you had all types of just life, and I fell in love with it immediately. For that reason, I would like to see other areas of Winter Park which are fabulous. You've got Hannibal Square, which is great, and it's still developing, and we're working on the Orange Avenue redevelopment, and I would just like to see that as another area so that when people come, this is where I want to be. I love it here. I want to come back. It's got charm, it's got the character, and again, it's the heart and soul.